In 2007, Steve Jobs walked on stage, pulled a phone out of his pocket, and casually said it would reinvent the phone. 17 years later, over 2.3 billion iPhones have been sold, and the smartphone world still revolves around that moment. From the very first iPhone to the iPhone 17, this is how Apple reshaped the phone industry one generation at a time. We're going through every major iPhone generation, what each one introduced, which ones mattered, and which ones were forgettable. No fluff, just the real evolution. Let's start at the beginning. The revolution, iPhone 2007. This is where everything changed. No physical keyboard, no stylus, just a 3.5-inch capacitive touchscreen, something almost nobody believed would work. Steve Jobs introduced it as 3 devices in one: a phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator. It had a 2-megapixel camera, no app store, no copy and paste, no MMS, and ran on 2G, which was painfully slow. But none of that mattered. The multi-touch interface completely redefined what a phone could be. Price, $499 for 4 gigabytes, $599 for 8 gigabytes. Expensive and still sold out. The App Store era, 2008 to 2009. iPhone 3G. The name wasn't about speed hype, it literally meant 3G connectivity, which finally made mobile internet usable. But the real earthquake was the App Store. It launched with just 500 apps, but it turned the iPhone from a product into a platform. Apple also added GPS, a plastic curved back, and dropped the price to $199 with a contract. That pricing move exploded sales. iPhone 3GS, 2009. The S stood for speed, and Apple meant it. Faster processor, video recording for the first time, voice control, 3-megapixel camera with autofocus. This set Apple's pattern. Big redesign, then refinement. The design revolution, 2010 to 2011. iPhone 4. This is one of the most important iPhones ever made. Glass front and back, stainless steel frame, and the Retina display at 326 ppi. For the first time, pixels basically disappeared. It also introduced FaceTime, front-facing camera, LED flash, and yes, antenna gate. Hold it the wrong way, signal drops. Apple's solution, free cases. iPhone 4S, 2011. Same design, but massive internal upgrades. Siri debuted. 8-megapixel camera, 1080p video, A5 chip. This was also Steve Jobs' last iPhone launch. He passed away a day after the announcement. The bigger screen debate, 2012 to 2013. iPhone 12. Apple finally gave in. The screen grew to 4 inches, the phone became thinner and lighter, and the old 30-pin connector was replaced by Lightning. LTE support made mobile internet actually feel fast. This phone felt modern in every way. iPhone 5S and 5C, 2013. Apple tried something new. The 5S introduced Touch ID, the A7 chip, the first 64-bit processor in a smartphone. That was huge and years ahead of Android. The 5C was colorful, plastic, and cheaper. It didn't sell well, but it showed Apple experimenting with segmentation. The Size Wars, 2014 to 2015. iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Apple finally embraced big screens. 4.7 inches for the 6, 5.5 inches for the 6 Plus. Rounded edges, thinner design, and Apple Pay launched. These became the best-selling iPhones ever. But also Bendgate. Thin aluminum bodies bent under pressure. iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, 2015. This was refinement done right. 3D Touch, 12-megapixel camera, 4K video, live photos. Apple quietly fixed the bending issue too. Bold moves and controversy, 2016. iPhone SE, first gen. Apple reused the iPhone 5S body but dropped in modern internals. Small, fast, affordable. It became a cult classic. iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. Apple did the unthinkable. The headphone jack was gone. In return, they had water resistance, stereo speakers, a solid-state home button. The 7 Plus introduced dual cameras and portrait mode. Jet black looked amazing and scratched if you looked at it wrong. The future arrives, 2017. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Glass backs returned for wireless charging, true tone displays, the A11 Bionic was insanely fast. But nobody cared because Apple dropped this, iPhone X. No home button, no Touch ID, Face ID, OLED display, gestures, the notch, $999 starting price. Every modern iPhone still follows this blueprint. The maturity phase, 2018 to 2019. iPhone R, XS, and XS Max. 3 phones, 3 price tiers. The XR with LCD and a single camera outsold both Pro models, proving most people just want a good iPhone, not the best one. iPhone 11 series. This is where cameras became the focus. Ultra-wide lens, night mode, massive battery improvements. The Pro model's 3-camera design became iconic. iPhone SE 2nd Gen, old body, new brain. $399, ridiculous value. The 5G and AI era, 2020 to present. iPhone 12 series, flat edges returned, 5G arrived, MagSafe launched, ceramic shields strengthened the glass, the Pro models added LiDAR. iPhone 13 series, smaller notch, bigger batteries, cinematic mode, 120Hz displays finally came to the Pro models. iPhone SE 3rd Gen, same design again, now with an A15 chip, 5G support, still controversial, still popular. iPhone 14 series, the Mini was gone. The dynamic island replaced the notch on Pro models. Always-on display arrived, 48-megapixel camera debuted, and emergency SOS via satellite. iPhone 15 series, USB-C finally replaced Lightning. Titanium frame on Pro models, the A17 Pro enabled console-level gaming. Dynamic Island expanded to all models. iPhone 16 series, every model got the action button, deep Apple Intelligence integration, and a dedicated camera control button was added, pushing Apple harder into content creation. iPhone 17 series expected, a thinner Air model, expanded AI features, camera upgrades, ProMotion displays possibly coming to all models. From a phone that barely had apps to a device that replaces cameras, wallets, maps, and even laptops, the iPhone didn't just evolve, it reshaped how we live. Which iPhone was your first? Drop it in the comments. And if this finally helped you understand the iPhone's evolution, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.